to The Hurt Is the Same. My name is Chantel Johnson, and each show is dedicated to my son, Christopher Johnson, who was the 109 homicide right here in Jackson, Mississippi. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to The Hurt Is the Same. As you know, my name is Chantel Johnson. Y'all feel free to call in at 1-800-492-5186. I have a special guest here with me tonight, all the way from Yazoo City.
Byron, Mississippi.
Oh, Byron, Mississippi. But hey, that's who we finna talk about tonight. Oh, Yazoo, so it's on my mind. Yeah, how y'all doing? Call in. I'm gonna introduce herself.
My name is Vera Bass Triggs. I'm the mother of Antoine Bass that was murdered in Yazoo, Mississippi.
All right. Well, tell us why you're here.
I'm here because I want some accountability for my son's death.
Okay, well, when did this happen?
This happened August the 15th, 2017 in Yazoo, Mississippi.
Okay. I gotta ask, are there any arrests been made?
It was one arrest being made, and he was free to let go after 6 days in jail. And I was constantly calling, trying to see when they was going to have the hearing and everything to be there, but they gave me the runaround.
So, someone was arrested.
Correct, yes.
But was let go.
Correct, yes.
Okay. Oh my God, you know, y'all, I have to humble myself in situations like this. Because being arrested is just the tip of the iceberg. Mm-hmm. You never know how many was involved?
3, 4 people. It was a lot of people, like maybe 5 that was involved in my son's death.
And only one was charged.
Correct.
But let go.
Yes.
Well, tell us the story.
Well, the story was that I don't know how to begin.
Take your time.
Like I said, on August the 15th, 2017, I never forget. You know, mother, it's a call that you never want. And,
I know.
This how dirty these people were when I called them and asked them. Well, they called me. Let me get it right. And so when I called, said Antoine AJ been shot. So I said, okay. I kept calling, trying to get somebody to answer the phone. So when I finally did get a chance to someone answer the phone, it was one of them police's detectives, and he was like, "Ma'am, he's dead." They hung up the phone on my phone.
So they never called you and notified you anything that your son been hurt or get here, get there.
Nope.
You had to call them.
I called and I said, "This Antoine Bass mother, which hospital is y'all taking him to?" He said, "Ma'am, he's dead." Hung up in my face. Just like that.
Oh my. We got to do better, y'all.
Yo.
We has got to do better with the water and everything that is going on. I just, you know, as 2 mothers that sit here who have lost a child, I look at how fast the footwork got done about the water. How senators got involved and everybody, y'all got the ball rolling. We on national, global about the water. And you all could have did the same identical thing with these homicides last year. And you didn't. What do justice look like for you?
Right now, I don't see any justice because the whole police department down there, the detectives, was like family to the offender. I don't see any justice. The way my son was murdered, he was set up, they plotted, planned, and they carried it out.
Well, what do they tell you the case at now?
The case I just found out about 2.5 weeks ago, which I had been talking to April Jones that was handling everything, and she told me everything was bounded over finally to the grand jury, and they supposed to call me and let me know what the grand jury came back with, a bill, a true bill or no bill. So when I called them and I talked to the lady that's now taking her, should have looked up her name, her spot, she gonna tell me, ma'am, I'm just here to answer the phone. I don't know anything. She don't work here anymore. I'm just here to answer the phone. So I called the district attorney's office in Jacksonville, and the lady said, ma'am, she is the one that's taking April Jones' place. So I called her back. I said, ma'am, you telling me you just there helping out answering the phone, but what's your son's name? And I told my son, I said I was waiting on the decision to come back from the grand jury, and she said, well, I can just tell you this, it came back a no bill. And I said, what you mean by a no bill? It's over with and done with. Open shut case. She was so ugly and rude. I wish I had I know her, I can't think of her name. I got it wrote down in my work, in my office. I got it wrote down, but
Yazoo City, man, what do y'all got going on down there?
the police is corrupt. They done went to 3 or 4 different chiefs. All the detectives all of them was corrupt. The boy had family in the police department, in the detectives department.
Y'all got, it's the same thing everywhere. It's the same thing everywhere with our own people that's over us. It's sad. I be so glad when the Lord just touch your souls and realize, treat people the way you want to be treated. You know, how can it be bound to the grand jury and enough evidence to go to the grand jury?
I have my son autopsy report here, and I have his medical exam.
Well, you know what? You doing better than us. I done talked to mothers who have lost a kid 15 years, 17 years, 9 years, and nobody can get an autopsy report.
I have it.
So about that there.
I have it. Mr. Shivers made sure I got it. Mr. Shivers, that was the coroner that pronounced my son dead at the scene when we made it there. And the way the sequences is on the autopsy report, he was killed in sequences, from my understanding. My son tried to get away.
When you say sequence, let the people know what you... Sequence mean order. We do know that.
In the order, that's what he was.
We do know that.
Telling me.
And anybody that has seen it understand that it is numbered.
Yeah.
And detailed.
It's detailed. He said the 5 gunshots to the head. There were 5 gunshot wounds to the head, the torso, the left leg, the left artery, for descriptive purpose without regards to chronological sequence of severity of injuries. My son, after he knew he was finna die, they shot my son in the back, ran him down out of his shoes, and then they stood over him. And I'm telling you what the evidence telling me, that they pulled a bullet out of his brain, they pulled a bullet out of his liver, they pulled a bullet out of his spleen, they pulled a bullet out of his lungs, they pulled a bullet out of his kidneys, they put a bullet out of his leg, his buttocks, his shoulder. And you tell me how the grand jury gonna decide no bill. You tell me how.
Somebody that touched somebody head,
yes, and I have proof.
Head, shoulder, knees, and toes. Somebody knows somebody somewhere. Cause this right here don't make no sense.
Ain't
and
no
nor is it right.
But I'm doing my work. Trust and believe me, I'm doing my work. Trust me, the fight is just beginning.
That is absurd. That can anybody call in? Cause this is absurd. I have never heard. For number one, it's a homicide.
Exactly. That's what it says.
I think a homicide is self-explanatory. Somebody needs to be held accountable.
Exactly. Because I had one good detective, was Captain Neville, the white guy, and he made sure he upgraded it after he read the phone message. They supposed to told him to meet him there, different places. And he said, Miss Bass, I'm going to upgrade it to first capital murder, because from looking at these phone records, he was set up. Well, at least somebody did something right. So he didn't stay on the case long. He probably didn't even stay in the department. He said he had to get up out of there. So he's now at another department.
I bet you he
It's
is.
not Yazoo. I know what he is.
Especially if he was one who don't look like us, that with all the people that look like us trying to do what was
he's
right.
completely
Yeah,
white.
he had to get up out of there.
And I thank God for him because he did a lot of work. If it weren't for him,
They almost wasn't in the
nothing
Klan.
made it through. Nothing.
They
God
wasn't in the
rather do
Klan.
nothing would have made it through if it wasn't for him. He said this place is corrupt and I'm getting up out of here.
And he did just that.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Well, that's somebody
Yes,
with a
ma'am.
soul.
Yes, ma'am.
And did what they mom and daddy said and took a job that they love.
It's
and
corrupt.
can't work up under them type of circumstances. You know.
I believe
So what's your next step?
everything is corrupt.
Well, I'm like this right here. I don't put nothing past nobody. These is humans.
This right here was really so bad, and he also knew that when my son got killed, when my son got to Jackson Memorial Funeral Home, they was calling Jackson Memorial Funeral Home after he got out of jail, telling the people that worked there that they were gonna blow the funeral home up. They were gonna blow my baby head up in the casket. They was gonna kill us. Me and my other sons took all of our pictures off Facebook, threatened to kill all of us. Yes, all of this went down. I pressed charges.
And they didn't do nothing?
He pulled everything off the cyber unit. I pressed charges. He saw everything. I got everything printed out at home.
So what did they do for us that know after he was released, after they were released and the threats came? Because see now,
They threatened the
but I'm
funeral
saying at
home.
this point,
They
it's not
make a-
about you.
No, it's-
Now you putting innocent people in a public building at risk. So, you know, it's one thing for this to go on with you as a tragedy.
Yes.
But now, if they calling the funeral home and threatening them and doing everything, seem like to me some more action should have been
Done
took
exactly
immediately.
because Damien, the owner, he had to take action to put more policemen there, security there, Hines County JPD there because the threats they was calling the funeral home.
What did law enforcement give you any type of anything once they start calling the funeral home?
Well, I could just say
Or did
this.
he have to? Or did Damien had to provide?
He provided extra security for us.
Wow.
To the grave. We was threatened that we
Wow.
gonna get killed at the grave. We was gonna get killed at the Passover. So I had to change my son's funeral from that Saturday to that Monday when he just had one, so he can completely focus on my son's ceremony. We can so focus on his ceremony without knowing how many people, you know, they had to be people I approved to see my son.
But a mother already grieving, a family is already hurting.
Thinking about, you know.
And then you got the deal, and I'm just gonna tell you what it is. This nigga shit.
Yeah.
That's what it is. Some of us, let me tell y'all folks something. Some of us don't like the hood. Some of us made it up out the hood. We don't want to live that life. That life is the tadpole life. That life is down in the bottom of the mud, and some of us, we done blossomed to a frog, into a toad, and we done jumped on out the damn lily pad and out the pond. Because I'm going to tell you again, it ain't the bucket. It's the crabs in the inside.
Amen.
The
That's
bucket
right.
is open. The bucket stay open. If you ain't got no lid on it. So the term of crabs in the bucket, you just remember, it ain't the bucket, it's the crabs that's in it. And I just can't understand how all these people in law enforcement and these detectives and all of this, that you got children, you got mothers, you got nieces, you got nephews, and you read a case file and you see a family hurting and you can't do what's right.
Exactly.
I don't get it. And then when somebody come out and hold a mirror up for your ass, as my granny used to say, and show you what you did. This is what you did.
You know.
Then everybody else is wrong. But guess what? It's a body over there in that ground.
Exactly.
It's a body over there in that ground.
Exactly.
And somebody got to be held accountable.
Yep, that's my point exactly. I'm going to continue to fight this fight.
So I don't get it. And then, you know, society. And that's another thing I want to let society know. If you ain't on this side for us the loss of a child,
Exactly.
leave us alone.
You don't know how it feels.
You don't know what we go through every second. Most people say
Exactly.
one day at a time, but it's a lot of us that's 1 second at a time.
Exactly.
You know, if you ain't coming with love and pure
Exactly.
and doing what's right, see, we already fighting the case and justice for our kids,
Exactly.
dealing with corruption. That's why I tell people it's layers and layers and layers of this. Even when you get people arrested, you still thinking grand jury, this, that. Things are happening, God, and then here come them goddamn devils.
Yep. It's like it's no law. It's like
it's
it's okay
crazy.
to kill people and you're gonna be free. You know, I don't understand.
There's no accountability.
The judicial system. I don't understand the law. The Bible said they shall not kill. You know, my thing is I'm gonna get some type of justice and I'm gonna get some kind of accountability and I'm gonna get a conviction because I'm gonna continue to fight for it.
So what step have you took past everything that
I
they
have
say?
got everything I need to turn over to the Attorney General's office. Hoping and
Hallelujah.
praying that when they look into the case, they'll see that this man should have never been walked free.
Well, I tell
Never
you
got
what,
out of jail. Period.
it's a lot of people that stereotype the Attorney General.
Yeah.
But I'm going to tell you from my personal experience of some of the people that I know that work down there and some of the people that I know that know her. And I'm here to tell you she a fair person. She is a daughter. She is a mother. She is a sister. And as I say, to each his own, they got a opinion about her. But my friends that don't look like me and the ones that do look like me that work down there, let me tell you something. If it make it to her,
My passion.
if it make it down there for her to see it and her to read it, or for somebody in her circle to look at it and read it, I'm here to tell you, they gonna do what's right.
Exactly. That's all
And-
I ask for, justice.
and I'ma tell you
I ask
something.
for what's right.
I put my stamp on
and a conviction because all of this killing got to stop. These people are not being held accountable, responsible for their actions.
Well, I'm gonna tell you like this right here.
No.
What's her name? Finch.
Yeah.
That everybody don't like. I'm saying it on here from the horse's mouth. I put my dead daddy chick on, she gonna do something. And I don't put that on nothing. Everybody already know how I feel about that. But now, I know she would do what's right. I know if it get to her, her and her team gonna go through it. And if it's any corruption,
It is.
they gonna be held accountable. They gonna be held accountable because her team is similar to Chad White team. People just don't talk about it.
Okay.
They just don't talk about it. But she got some big stuff that she done swept away from up under the rug on some folks too. But see, that's the news people. They don't report that because it make her look good for doing what's right. But see, anything that made her look bad, y'all glorify for number one, because you feel like she a woman. She never should have got there anyway. But she a smart one. And she worked hard to get where she at. And she served the citizens of Mississippi.
Yeah.
And I'm very, very confident that she will represent us mothers who have lost a child.
I'm putting my trust and faith in it.
And I think God gonna work
know
through
he
her. The
is.
thing about it is, she can't do it by herself.
Exactly.
You know, cause throughout it all, she got a boss too. But I know she would put her best effort in it. You know,
Yeah, I got an email. They wanted to know where the information was. I'm just waiting on an incident report.
That's what I'm trying to tell
I
you
just
now.
got one more piece of paper. I got everything together, and I just wanted to present that personally. Go down there and present that personally.
and I applaud you
I'm going.
for not stopping.
I'm not going
Because
to ever
there's so
stop.
many mothers that don't have the strength to do what we do. And there's so many other mothers that's bitter and criticize and look at us and say, she haven't grieved. She haven't this.
I'll
she
never
haven't
stop
that.
grieving.
And I asked
Never,
them,
ever.
what do it look like?
Never.
You know, what is it? We have to wake up every single day and
every
keep
single
pushing.
day. My son got 3 beautiful kids he left behind that he truly loved and supported and took care of. And they're suffering. They are suffering because they love and miss their daddy.
Yes.
And I have 3 other sons that he was the older that they love and miss. They took a good person. He did not deserve to be killed, assassinated the way he was assassinated. Planned and carried it out.
With no accountability.
With no accountabilities at all. But I'm going to get a conviction. I trust and believe me.
All right, can you scroll up on these comments? Let me glance over here. I see something popping up. Okay.
Truth. Somebody said.
I'm sorry, y'all. Look, I wasn't even. We was just flowing over here. I want to thank y'all for joining in, and I want to thank y'all for. Okay. Yes. Thank y'all for the prayers. Keep them coming, because I'm here to tell you, we on this side together. And as I tell y'all, the people who haven't lost a child,
Amen.
y'all get involved.
Yep.
Because I'm going to tell you again, Jackson on fire, and on this time in, you ain't got no damn water.
You don't want that.
You ain't got no water, man.
You don't want
It's over with, cutthroat. The creeks ain't even got none. The closer you go get to some water for this fire is out the fish tanks. That's it. You know, because you see how fast they can get something rolling if they want to get it rolling now. But see, the problem is now the water, we done had the water problem for 70 years.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
now, it's affecting the wrong people. So now letters got to be sent to the governor to get in contact with the president.
If I got to send letters to the government,
And
so
you
be
know,
it.
we got mothers over here
Trust me, that's my next step.
that's been crying out. You know, how close as I get to him, I have to act like I'm taking a tour when they open it up down there for Christmas. And I have to slide on like I'm touring and tell him what I gotta tell him then, because other than that, you can't touch him. He untouchable. Cause I've been trying to reach him before the homicides here. I've been trying to reach every last one of them that ever been down there for mental illness for the last 26 years.
Jesus.
But the senators
Exactly.
and everybody from the letter that somebody sent me, how you all joined all together for the water, to send the letter to the governor to get us some help, y'all could have did the same thing for the homicides. Because every county down here, we got the same problem.
Exactly.
The water and matter of fact, the homicides running past the problem for the water. Because the water been a problem 90 years.
Yep.
You know, I got family members calling me to my girl, y'all all right down there? I said, hell no, we ain't all right. They need to be issued now goddamn bulletproof vests to all the upstanding citizens.
Amen.
It's a fire down here. She was talking about, girl, I'm talking about the water. I said, girl, the water been messed up 80 years in. You just don't come down here from New Orleans to drink, because you going to be in ICU.
Exactly.
It ain't part of your DNA. And y'all going crazy knowing the water was messed up before they told us. Hell, I bet you it was messed up at
20
least
years ago.
3 days before they told us.
Been messed up.
I bet you that. But these homicides is more important than anything.
Exactly.
That's why it's
Exactly.
just more important than anything.
Exactly.
And nobody is taking it serious, and nobody cares about it until it hit their front door.
Exactly. Exactly.
We has got to do better. Y'all call in, y'all get involved. If you know anybody that knows somebody that, you know, about can help with this case, because I just don't, I don't, the criminal justice system is protocol.
Yep.
Everything is protocol. Everything is done over and over and over and over again. The beginning is the same. The middle is the same. Don't nothing change but the ending.
Yep.
So how do it change in the beginning? How do you get enough? And I done seen stuff go to the grand jury for a pen joint and appeal.
Exactly. I done seen people get caught with a a rock and get 40 years. And here you is taking people's lives and gets nothing.
Exactly, but since crack is at the bottom of the totem pole these days, a pill, meth,
it's crazy.
and all that, you throw them away from. Hell, you throw them away with a domestic violence 3 times.
Yep.
Or shoplifting 3 times.
Exactly.
Anything that's 3 times is a felony, you'll throw them away.
Yep.
But you take a whole life,
Yep.
a human generation,
Whole life.
and hurt generations.
Yep.
And nobody's supposed to be held accountable.
Yep. People, we are. I know I'm tired of suffering. I know I'm not the only one suffering. But something got to be done about this. About all the cases, not just my son's case. Everybody's case.
You know what? It's not only Jackson. It's not only Jackson, Chris. It's all over the United States when you have Democratic leadership and majority black. Just tell the truth. They got their feet on our necks. And in every county that is going on in the last 27 to 32 years, they kept telling you, get the white man out. Get the white man out. So now, as the children say, it's both of them. You can't put one without the other. It's both of them. Because now, money is the root of all evil.
Exactly.
Nothing about that has changed. That's another basic that don't change. Money is the root of all evil. No different than jealousy, hatred, and envy. You know, to plot and plan to take a life,
Exactly.
or to plot and plan to do anything.
It's sad because my son knew that his life, he called me 2 weeks before his death, and my other sons was going down there. He was like, Mama, these Negroes got a bounty on my head, but I'm not scared, I'm not running. As soon as my kids get through with school 2 weeks, he said, find me a house in Jackson or Byron. And I was begging my son to please come home, please come. He said, Mama, I ain't running.
Jealousy, hatred, and
malice.
envy.
Yes.
Jealousy, hatred, and envy. And
Yes. But I tell
normally
you one
it
thing,
be your
God
circle.
sits high and low, see everything.
But you know what? What's done in the dark come to the light.
Exactly.
And I tell people, I love that thing that you know. I see why Donald Trump tried to ban TikTok. I really do, because that thing there is something serious. But it's a one on there where a man said, everybody work and get paid. What you putting in your dash, in between your 2 dates on your tombstone, if you working, you gonna get paid. And your payment is judgment.
Exactly.
That's your payment. So everybody working gonna get paid. You know? But for as the humans that's in control, that see stuff like this and turn on the cheek.
Yep. That's why I just couldn't understand the grand jury. I'm just lost.
The
for
grand
words.
jury is made up of
It's
humans.
sad. It's sad. But
they
I
made
was
up of
told by
humans.
another attorney, and he explained it to me. He said they all corrupt. You know.
But see,
I
they'll
talked to
say that
several
behind
attorneys.
closed doors and get
Yeah.
it right out there and do this right here. Hey, so and so, how you doing? How Susie and the children doing? I Barbara and the children doing.
Yep.
See, they'll say that to you.
Yeah.
They'll say that to you, and then guess what? They'll get home and tell their wife the whole case.
Oh, yeah.
And pour liquor all day, trying to tell themselves they couldn't do nothing about it. So I don't want you to think their time, baby. These folk getting away with something.
Oh no.
They really not getting away with nothing. And I say that to say this. I'm the housekeeper for 30-something years.
Yep. I know.
They act hard like it don't bother them. But let me tell you something. It bother them. It bother them. But to them, it's just a case.
Yep.
It's another one coming after that one. It's another one
Fear
coming
God.
after that one.
Folks, people
Until they get numb to it.
people just don't fear God. You know, the people don't know of God. You know, the Bible says, "Thou shalt not kill." You know,
And I hate to hear people say, I found God. I say, hell, he ain't never been low.
exactly.
You know, what you mean you found? You ain't found him, baby. He ain't never been low. Actually, he been waiting on you.
Exactly.
You know?
I trust.
But hopefully, each one of my shows, I look at it as I'm planting a seed. I'm planting a seed in the minds and the mindset of my people to know we can't do nothing divided. For the white churches and other surrounding areas that sit around these predominant black places where you see mothers losing their kids. You know, when you say Yazoo City, I still think about old black culture, old ways,
Yeah.
you know, love. But at the same time, it's not like that.
Yeah.
But somewhere, I know, amongst these devils, God never leave himself without a witness. He always go leave an impression on a human life so they can be able to have a testimony of how good he is.
Amen.
And as us as mothers who seeking justice, when each knock we knock and it's a no, we have to keep going.
Exactly.
And keep going and keep going
Never
until
give
we
up.
get a yes.
Exactly. Exactly.
Because it's a yes out there.
I'm going
and it-
all the way.
And there's so many other mothers and fathers that won't even walk to the door, let alone knock. You know? So
Oh,
we got a long way to come just as doing what's right and caring about a family.
exactly.
Because it's a mother and a father, but a whole family and generations are affected by these homicides.
It's not just me. Right. My whole entire family.
I know.
My entire family. It's then to have your life threatened, you know, on social
You know,
media.
the thing about the
That-
funeral home,
Then you call the funeral home, tell you gonna blow my son up. You call and threaten the people at the funeral home. Really?
that's, I ain't no killer, but don't push me. You know,
Lord have mercy.
the stuff y'all do, y'all to make a pope put down his Bible.
It should
You know,
never be
I
allowed.
done lost my child, and I'm trying to.
Is it buried?
You know,
I couldn't even.
I'm trying to have
I had
a
no-
home going to celebrate his life. This is. Man don't control time and only God do. And this is my time that he have gave me to do this at this hour, at this minute. And here you is. Steady trying to take more lives.
Calling
When
the
you done
funeral
already
home.
took one, and I gotta pay my money for these people. Man, y'all Jezebel descendants and Canaanites, you gotta be stopped.
Exactly.
You gotta be stopped.
Something got to be done, and I'm.
That is absurd.
That's right.
That is absurd. So if there's anybody out there that's serving on grand juries, y'all be mindful
Amen.
of these cases. If you exhaust, take your damn day off.
Exactly.
If you got too much work on you, damn it, tell your boss, go over his boss and get you some resources. And stop just collecting a paycheck.
Exactly.
Because your actions plays a big, big role in these family lives.
Exactly.
And it can be helpful or hurtful. And majority of y'all pick hurtful and then glorified. You know, that's why I say, y'all know the famous saying that everything, it might be my day today, it might be yours tomorrow. So get involved.
Yeah.
And when y'all see, you hear stories like this and you know the counties and stuff, get involved. Get out and vote. Go register to vote. And I'm going to say it again. If everybody getting public assistance, start with that welfare office over there. If y'all get out and register to vote, and actually get out there and vote, let me tell y'all, son, they'll really have something national to say then, because they'll say, them poor motherfuckers down there that got smart down there in Mississippi. Everybody at the welfare office that voted everybody out there, they got a whole new slate down there. See, but y'all don't want no good stuff going on with us around this city. It's always everything bad in surrounding areas. We done made the damn national with the president.
Man, that's cool.
But in the same city, where he just couldn't rap out, he didn't extend Medicaid, he didn't do none of that shit. But now they want to talk about the war. Lord help us. These is not the people that you sat down here that's supposed to. These are not we the children or whatever World Witness said. So, y'all feel free to call in, get involved. Okay, Chris said you have his condolences, ma'am, for you and your family.
Thank you. I just want everybody to know that Antoine Jamal Bass' name gonna always be alive in my heart and my entire family.
Oh, y'all, my sinuses is killing me.
Yep.
Most definitely.
Always.
And everybody.
My passion to get some type of conviction. Take my last breath. I'm gonna get it done.
Oh, and as I said, if you done lost a child,
Yep.
and you know the parents ain't living, or the sister and brother want to fill in the gap, or however, get in contact with Miss Felicia Marshall with Grant Me Justice. Get on board, and I'm gonna tell you, you can get your lick back. Hey, I'm just letting you know, one thing I can guarantee you over there, you gonna get some God, and
Yep.
you gonna get some love, and you gonna get some help.
Yep, sure is. It's good.
You gonna get some help
Shit,
because
man.
we support one another.
Exactly.
And I try to encourage other mothers who have lost a child,
Yeah.
you know, just to come and love on another. If you think it ain't helping you, just come around. You might be strong that can love on another mother and support her and help her come on up. You know, because black women, I grab y'all ass and give
We
y'all the
support each
shaking syndrome.
You're right.
Other than hating on thy sister
Man.
or looking at them for what you think, just love on them. Just love. That's just it.
That's true.
Ain't nothing wrong with love. Everybody's so hard. Y'all ain't get no hugs when y'all were little. You know? But you got put in the corner all the time. Your ear twisted, they took your candy money. You know? Tell us what's wrong. We gonna sit right there and cry with you and love on you. And then me, depending on what kind of candy you got, I can find it for you. You want some big blow? I get you some big blow. You want some Tootsie Roll? Anything, we got it for you. We gonna make it happen. All thing we gonna wanna do is put a smile on your face and make your day a little brighter.
Yep.
But gotta encourage everybody. Please get out and vote.
Amen.
Y'all people down there in Yazoo City, go vote. Go register to vote.
Get all this corruption out of there.
Cause
It's corrupt.
if you do the same thing, you gonna get the same outcome.
Amen.
That's all I can tell you.
Zero.
Same thing with people up here in Jackson. We keep doing the same thing, you gonna get the same outcome. Period. And when you grow. When you love.
Amen.
And just do what's right.
That's right.
And that way, you ain't gotta be drinking all the damn liquor up in the damn cabinet. Your conscience won't be whooping your ass. And your wife and your spouse walk around there saying, what's wrong with you today? I don't want to talk about it. You know, you won't have them days. Them days can actually be eliminated if you just do what's right. Now you gonna lose a couple colleagues and a $1 now. I'm gonna tell you that now. Hey, the good got something with the bad. But I can tell you one thing. Heaven and hell don't come with bunk bed. It's singles only, and you'll keep your reservations. Why? The other people go the wrong way, and they mess around and get up there and he tell them no vacancies. So, just be mindful. All right, y'all, I'm trying to look at these comments. You know the eyes just pretty, and all the light up in here, but now you cut these lights off and drop that earring hook in the carpet I can find. The moms call. Yes, they do. Yes, they do, Tina. Tina say the moms call the kids bitches and whores, and that's the new. Yep. It is the new, and it's sad. Yep. It is sad. You know, me and my cousin was talking today, and hood stuff and gospel stuff and this here and that, just the trend in the hood. And my cousin told me today, she said, Chantel, we don't think we better than nobody. She said, but Granny worked hard for our generations after hers to not have to struggle like she did. So now we don't think we better than nobody, but we made it. Step by step, sweat by sweat of our brow. And guess what? When I go back over there and I visit and this here and that, they tadpoles. They in the mud. And I don't want to go back there. We made it up out of there. We the blossom. So that's what I'm telling people. Change is good. I just don't understand how you can call a child a bitch or a whore, and I see mothers looking at a 4 and 5 year old like they supposed to already know every damn thing. Didn't I tell you this? Didn't I tell you that? This, that. You're supposed to be teaching them.
Exactly. Mothers ain't being mothers.
You're supposed to be teaching them. You know? They see you with multiple men, the fathers. They see you with multiple women. You taking the kids here. It's no separation where a child stay in a child's place and a child don't have a worry in the world and a child don't know nothing but love.
Amen. That's right.
Now, like she said, why you didn't cook? Why you didn't do this? Why you didn't do that? But they see you in and out the damn door with fast food. And they tear them down. Yeah. They tear their self-esteem down. They just tear them down. I was talking to a group of girls last week, and I was telling them about abstinence. They didn't even know what I was talking about. I was telling them that close legs and feed your brain. You keep your legs closed, the sky's the limit. The minute you open them up, you ain't gonna get a nickel or a nail. I told her, and if you get the urge or something, you run. And take a shower and go to bed. Keep your legs closed and feed your brain. That's the ticket out the ghetto. Yeah. And they said, Chantel, ain't nobody doing that no more. I said, ain't nothing wrong with saving yourself till you get married and not having no child out of wedlock. She was like, my sister had a baby. I said, girl, shut up. You know how much a baby costs?
Yeah.
Do you know? Nobody never told them these things. Mm-hmm. Do you know how much a baby costs? Mm-hmm. Well, sister, let me tell you something. Let me call somebody to tell you how much a baby costs. I called one of the people that don't look like me, that paid over $300,000 to have a baby, and had to pump her titty to feed it. She didn't have no WIC card. Mm-hmm. So they glorify the wrong things other than teaching them that their body is a temple.
Exactly. Yeah.
Nobody abused this. You don't give nobody this, and you never, ever, ever, ever take a penny for it. But now they teaching these young girls that their ass and titties can get them something.
That's true.
And nothing about disease, nothing about wrapping it up, nothing about the values of no sex. No sex. None. Period. You ain't old enough. You ain't experienced enough. And when that cum bucket come around you, you got some mothers, some aunties, some uncles that's gonna block that cum bucket. I think, well, you can't have the mamas picking the husband down because hell, they ain't hit no, half of them ain't hit no shit. But before Granny died, I wish he would have put it in the will. My third, fourth generation go with a repeat third generation. Cause when y'all ass had a chance to start picking, boy, we went crazy. Our parents, they could pick they men. They parents picked them. You remember? Mm-hmm. You good enough. You give a damn if he was ugly, 6 toes, eyebrow gone, half an ear gone. But hell, he come from a damn generation of providers. He'll work on one damn knee and 2 toes. But the minute y'all start picking and talking about equal rights for women and independent and all that, y'all lost y'all goddamn mind. And now you give him the car, you give him the food stamp card, you move him in, and you pay the bills. Hell, you even taking care of your children. You're taking care of your baby mama. You taking care of the mama. And then the minute you talk about you don't want no more now, I don't want to kill you, you wonder why. No, we ain't gonna do that. We gonna do better. We gonna do better. Anything you want to say, Miss Vera, about anything, say it. Give your information out. Yeah. Now the people at the Attorney General office, let me tell y'all something. I'd put my word on y'all, and I'd put that stamp of Mr. G bread. Let me tell you something, the third is coming. You can't stop it. So, y'all better handle your business. Let them go. Tell them, Miss Vera.
I'm not going to stop. I mean, my passion is to get conviction. Like I said, somebody going to be held accountable for my son's death.
Get your information out.
Well, I can my phone number.
Yeah, your phone number, your name, your phone. You want to say your phone number where you can be reached. If anybody have any additional information about this case, call 355-TIP.
Information about my son Antoine Bass case, you can reach me at 601-665-7172, or you can just inbox me on Facebook at Vera Bass Triggs.
And hey, you already know. Invite me, I'm coming. Don't invite me, I'm coming. You better keep it so hush. Only thing I can tell you can't even hide it through the Mormons from Miss Johnson. You can't hide it through the Catholic. You can't hide it through the G.O. Whitney. You can't hide it through the Independent. You can't hide it through the Republic. You can't hide it. You can't hide it. I'm just gonna tell you that now. Me and that man got a relationship, and I'm telling you, he been revealing, he been telling, he been sending people. This platform is for the public. Period. I want to thank
I'm grateful
We Believe Digital Podcast for always letting me say what I want to say, because I always got something to say. Coming next week, everything that happened this week, oh man, the guest that I got coming next week will be, you gonna hold on to your socks, get your Folgers in your cup at 8 to 9 p.m. You're gonna be drinking coffee at nighttime for next week's show. Update on my son case, 1 down, 3 to go. As you know, September is coming up. September the 23rd, I'll be on this side for a year. And hey, let me just give y'all people out there who think you got some secret. A couple of y'all that was standing around that car that killed my boy, y'all got some birthdays coming up in September. Yeah, you got some birthdays coming up in September. So I just want to let you know, bad boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when I come for you, bad boys? That's how the marshal gonna be coming, baby. So I just want to let you know you ain't got no secrets, baby, because you already know I'm pay for what I want. And hey, ain't tricking when you got it. That's what they always told me in the 90s. And they told me money makes shit happen.
Yeah.
And
Amen.
information. Because
Sure
I don't want you to
does.
think we doing no nigga shit. Because I'm going to tell you again, I was for to pull the wig back a little bit and really let you know I mean business. You're looking at somebody who beat Michael Guest for that ball over there in that ground. So when I get y'all ass in that criminal justice system,
Amen.
hey, y'all gonna think I'm the damn typewriter. You gonna be like, damn, Miss Johnson done melted down to the typewriter. That's how I'm gonna be on y'all. So, mothers,
Yeah.
fathers, sisters, brothers, if you haven't suffered a loss, please get involved.
Amen.
And for the society who haven't suffered a loss,
Amen.
and we on this side, y'all be mindful that we
Amen.
fucked up. Let me put that up in there too. Y'all be mindful that we fucked up, and we try to stay calm. We try to raise our families,
Amen.
go to work, pay our bills, and knowing what the hell y'all doing to us emotionally, we still pushing through.
Amen.
So just be mindful. If you is not gonna show no love and you ain't got nothing to say, this and that,
Don't say nothing at all.
don't say nothing at all. Cause I'm gonna tell you something. It ain't what goes in the mouth; it's what comes out that corrupt you. So be mindful of what you say and who you say it to. Cause in my case, you can say anything you want to say, or you can do anything within Christ other than talk crazy to me. Anything else you want to add, Miss Vera?
Like I said, if anybody have any information, y'all can reach me at 601-665-7172, or you can inbox me at Vera Bass Trees, and it's concerning my son, Antoine Jamal Bass.
And hey,
And a lot of y'all knew my son.
hey, they know everything.
The Queens, that Antoine.
They know everything. Hell, I tell anybody, the men, everybody know the men is causing the problems. But you know who can solve the problem? Them damn women. Them pillow talkers. They know them damn pillow talkers. And them head hunters. And them fluffers. With them corn buckets. They know, baby. Trust and believe me. Let her get mad. Let her get mad and that money get low. She gonna hit 355 tips on your ass then. I can promise you that. But see, the world just been flourishable right now. That Trump money, this here and that, the ramp. See, it's all right. But see, God got a time, and I tell folk, I don't care if you black or white, rich or poor, you do not control time. Don't nobody control time but God.
Amen.
And when that season come around for y'all to harvest, that seed you planted, that bread gonna get low. And I know you gonna get the bag. I ain't got no question about it. You gonna get it in. But you gotta be starving to get it and tell it, or let it come to your door, or let your life be threatened about it. Then you will tell it. Cause I tell anybody, the women know. The women can solve it. And multiple people that was there, guess what? Everybody that was there at your son's case, somebody was sleeping with 2 or more people. And somebody confined with 2 or more people and ran their mouth about that case. So I'm gonna tell you like this, sister. Go ahead and call 355 tips and get you some of that money, get you some booty. Go ahead, cause that's a nice little down payment if your information is right. If your information halfway right, you get at least one cheat done. I don't know how they do it, but I know you can get it done. That's a small down payment. Or hey, y'all can go get it, can go do something else with that bread. You know you owe your mama. And Uncle Pete got you out of jail 3 years ago. You got that damn income tax 3-4 years. You ain't thought about getting him damn money. So go and do the right thing, and you won't have to go to the plasma. You just get your envelope like this. They gonna come down through that chute like this. Yeah.
I'm gonna say one more thing, Chantel.
Go ahead, baby.
I appreciate it and I thank you for everything that you have done and invited me to the show. But one more thing, that as a parent, we need to see more males involved.
Hallelujah.
We need male support. I thank God for my husband that's sitting over there, because he's been supported the whole entire way. So as fathers, we need to see y'all get more involved.
I agree with you on that, but I'm gonna tell you, I think why the fathers don't get involved. They gonna hurt something. And for number one, we deal with ours by doing what we doing and doing this. But if you put a man around somebody that hurt their child, hell, we gonna need a lot of bond money for a lot of fathers.
Well,
So you know they do that, and I talked to a lot of fathers that was been on this side before me, and you know, a couple of them is my friends. You know, when I got on this side, they called me and they were like, Red, you know, and when I talked to them, and I'm like, why y'all didn't do this? Why y'all? He was like, man, I let my mama, I let my, you know, my wife, you know, I let my baby mama, you know, I let them do that because Red, I can't control my emotions.
Yeah.
You know, if I get in that fight like y'all doing, my hands got to move like my lips. And see, they don't want that, because then it's more a life-changing event for them, because they want to take our pain away.
Yeah.
You know, if they can absorb it, our pain, and they already hurting themselves, you know, there's too much pressure that busts a pipe. So they kind of fall back and love on us and support
That's
us.
true.
You know, my support team, I tell anybody, I couldn't, you know, I don't have a spouse, you know, but I have a support team where it is magnificent. You know, I couldn't do it without them. I really couldn't do it without them. And they know me. They know me. For somebody to not take stuff in their own hands and have all the resources, and decide to do what is right other than what is wrong, because I knew it was easy to do it wrong. It was so easy to do it wrong. But I never wanted to call pain on another person. Way before I even came to my door, you know, with my child. And I tried to get the community involved before it came to my door. I cared about it when my friend girls,
for the community to
you know,
get involved,
was losing their kids. You know, so I always cared about it. So, you know, me and my situation, I can't buckle. It ain't time to buckle.
Amen.
Time is an essence. So, I cry, I grieve, I buckle when the worldly justice is done, because the spiritual justice is already done. And me, myself, see, I find comfort in knowing they took my son's life. So
That's
I
right.
know my boy, he got a leg right here on, he got a shoulder right here on, he laying all over, baby. They ain't resting. They ain't resting. He ain't let them rest. Don't you think damn time. He rested or they rested? No. They still is connected spiritually.
Yeah.
And they made their decision when they took his life.
Man.
When they took his life, they made the decision to be connected to him.
Exactly.
And I think outside the box. And I remember when my granny used to talk about Hanks. And one thing about Hank, it wasn't always no nice was there. They always was mad. They always was mad because they wasn't done right. They was done wrong. So they rolled him.
Yeah.
They rolled him in hell.
Yeah.
I couldn't see him, you couldn't see him, but the people who violated him could see him. And it was all in their thoughts, in their head, because of what they had did.
Exactly.
In their conscience. So, you know, I I ain't gonna lie, I find comfort. Let me tell you something. Sometimes I be riding and I look in that mirror and I say, look, Chris, push their ass down, baby. Go up behind them and push them down and let them know you there. Yeah, you got it on that side and mama got it on this side. You know, so we gonna wrap this show up. Y'all check out them commercials. Hey man, try that coffee. Y'all know how to put the Waffle House coffee down for it. So you know it gotta be good. Just want to thank you for coming on tonight, Miss Vera.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you for your time, your effort, your strength to be able to sit here and tell your story, because I care about it.
I appreciate it.
You know, and join us every Wednesday night from 8 to 9 p.m. You want to come back, you can come back anytime you get ready. Next week, we going to have some guests. And if you want to be a guest, call me.
I'll let you know.
And thank y'all. 1 down, 3 to go. Say his name, Christopher.
Have you had your Earthblend coffee today? At Earthblend Coffee, we take pride in offering you the very best of beans across the world, blended and roasted to perfection, giving you superior quality and satisfying and flavorful taste. Experience the world in one cup with Earthblend Coffee.
To order, visit earthblendcoffee.co now.